Hello everyone. Now let's see about the gram equivalent weights of salts. So gram equivalent previous gram equivalent weight of acids bases we discussed. Now gram equivalent weight of salts. What exactly a gram equivalent weight of salts? So gram equivalent weight for salts is equal to gram molecular weight by gram molecular weight by charge on cation or anion. So this is the gram equivalent weight of salt for salts, because salts have two ions, one is cation and other is anion. So either cation charge or anion charge we have to take in the denominator. So gram equivalent weight of salt is equal to gram molecular weight by charge on cation or anion. So that is very important for us. So suppose sodium chloride is there. Sodium chloride gram equivalent weight how much? For sodium chloride, example I am giving. Sodium chloride means is Na plus Cl minus. So what is the charge here? Positive charge, plus 1. Minus means minus 1. So gram equivalent weight is equal to gram molecular weight of NaCl. So 23 plus 35.5 by 1 itself. Because Na plus means plus 1, Cl minus. Sir, minus means minus 1 we have to take. Answer won't be negative because it's a weight. So you have to take only the magnitude of charge. Don't consider the sign. Okay, so what is the gram equivalent weight of Mr. NaCl is equals to its 58.5. Got it clearly? So this is the gram equivalent weight of Mr. NaCl. Suppose if I am taking MgSO4, magnesium sulfate. Okay, so MgSO4 gram equivalent weight means it's a gram molecular weight by 2 I consider. Why sir? This charge on cation or anion, this is called valency factor, right? So here valency factor what you will take means Mg2 plus you will take a charge, or else SO4 minus 2 you will take charge. Sulfate is minus 2 and magnesium is having plus 2. So Mg2 plus, so plus 2 you have, so I am taking 2, or minus 2 I have, so I am taking 2. Only charge value, not sign. Okay, so 2 and the gram molecular weight is magnesium is 24 and sulfur is 32 plus 64. So 24 plus sulfur 32 plus 64. 4 oxygens we have, so 64. So total you add and divide it by 2 so that you will get a gram equivalent weight of Mr. MgSO4. Suppose calcium chloride is given. Calcium chloride means what, sir? And here you will have a calcium plus 2 and 2Cl minus. And for this the gram equivalent weight is equal to gram molecular weight by 2. Yeah. So here minus 1 is there. So can I take just 1? No. So 2 chloride ions are there. So 1 chloride means minus 1. So 2 chlorides means just 2 you have to consider. 2 chlorides minus 2 is the charge. So 2. Otherwise consider only cation. Why to confuse? So cation have a charge plus 2. So 2. That's it. Getting what I am saying? See, charge we should know. Chloride and fluoride, bromide, iodide, those called fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, they all have a minus 1. Getting what I am saying? And here sodium, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, they will get plus 1. So you will get everything, charges, everything in periodic table. Don't worry. Okay. So we will start soon. So the gram equivalent weight is equal to, now this calcium is 40 and 2 chlorines it's 71. So it's a 111 by 2 like this you will take. Hope you understood. And the last and final example for us is Al2SO4 thrice. Okay. So Al2SO4 thrice. For this gram equivalent weight, what will be the charge? You have to take 6. So why we have to take the charge 6? Because here you will get 2Al plus 3, aluminium plus 3, and a sulfate. So sulfate always minus 2, sir. From that itself you can understand at least the sulfate, and 3 2s are 6. So 6. Aluminium always plus 3. Aluminium charge is always plus 3. Charges we will understand soon, no worry. Okay, so 2Al 3 plus and SO4 2 minus. Getting what I am saying? So 2 3 is a total charge we have. Sir, only plus 3 we have to take. No sir, then few people will take 3 here. It will be wrong. Total charge of all ions, all in the sense all cations or all anions we have to consider. All cations means 2 aluminium plus 3 you have. Choose 2Al plus 3. So, and SO4 minus 2, and whole thrice you will have. So 3 2s are 6. And gram molecular weight. You write down the gram molecular weight. I have no need to write. So because I was given atomic weights already. Aluminium 27. So 2 into 27 plus 3 into sulfur. It is 3 into 32 plus 4 3 is 12 into 16. So totally write down. So you will get a gram molecular weight by 6. Got it, sir, everyone? So this is a gram equivalent weight of salts. So for salts, I'll give you some important things for you today. Okay, cations and anions, how to identify. Okay, their charges I'll tell you. First about cations. About cations I'll tell you. First I'll give you about alkali metals. Alkali metals. They are called lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, and francium, of course no need. These all have a +1 charge. And these are also called some group 1A. We can understand later on. Okay. So next, alkaline earth metals. Alkaline earth metals. You will get Mr. beryllium, magnesium, beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium. For these kind of metals, if you have blindly you can go, that is +2. And some metals like aluminium, see, aluminium and gallium, these all gets a +3 charge. Okay, these are comes under third group actually. Third group, which we call the boron family. In that they will get +3 charge. Okay, and some like cations, they'll use different oxidation states, different charges, oxidation states we call these +1, +2, +3. Formal charges we called as oxidation states. Okay, some anions I'll give you now. Anions. Some anions like fluoride F minus, Cl minus, Br minus, I minus, there. Okay, means these all have a -1 charge. We call fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, which we call as halogens. Oxygen FO minus 2, and oxygen means only single oxygen means -2. Only one single sulfur means -2, like that. On single selenium, oxygen, sulfur, selenium means -2. These all three has -2. Nitrogen has N-3, we call as nitride. What we call? Nitride. This is called oxide, sulfide, selenide. These are fluoride. Ide you will get, anions, ide. Getting what I'm saying? So here nitride, this is oxide, ide. Okay? So here you will get -3 charge. And some are there like some multi-atomic anions like NO3 minus and NO2 minus and CO3 -2, SO4 -2, PO4 -3. These are all group charges. This -1 not only belongs to nitrogen and not only belongs to oxygen. This -1 is the whole charge you have to consider, like OH minus. Get it? So this all comes under charges of a group NO3 minus, nitrate, nitrite, carbonate, sulfate, phosphate, hydroxide. We got O8 anions means for multi-atomic anions O8. See, nitrate, nitrite, only one this, carbonate and SO3 2 minus, and some more are there like HCO3 minus 2. Sorry, HCO3 minus. This is called bicarbonate, and HSO3 minus. This is bisulfate, HSO4 minus. HSO4 minus, we call bisulfate. HSO3 minus bisulfite. Getting what I'm saying? These are the charges. Bicarbonate, NaH. I think you have some kind like NaHCO3. What is the gram equivalent weight? Suppose here we'll get Na plus and HCO3. What is the charge I told you? -1. So Na plus, what is the charge I told you? Always these charges are fixed. Okay, Na plus and HCO3 minus you have. So Na plus, okay, so plus 1 charge. The whole charge is -1. Okay, so what will be the gram equivalent weight means now a gram molecular weight by 1. So sodium bicarbonate you can have like this. Getting what I'm saying? So here NaHCO3 that Na plus and HCO3 minus. So you'll get sodium plus 1, sodium is 23 and hydrogen is 1 and carbon 12 and 48 by 1. 23 is a sodium, hydrogen is 1, carbon 12, 1 oxygen 16, so 3 oxygens 48. So 23 plus 1 plus 12 plus 48 by 1. Okay, 58, 59 and here remaining. So we have to take that. Okay, so that will be the gram equivalent weight. What will be the gram equivalent weight of sodium carbonate now? Carbonate. So carbonate means what is the charge I told you? CO3 minus 2. So those charges we must remember everyone. So these are very, very important for us. See, let's see now what will be the gram equivalent weight of Na2CO3. So how to get charges? Very simple. CO3 minus 2. So overall charge of a particular salt will be 0. So CO3 2 minus means 2 sodiums have plus 2. Means 1 sodium is plus 1, 2 sodiums plus 2, carbonate minus 2. So the gram equivalent weight of Na2CO3, it is 106 you will get, by 2 you have to take, not 1. Sir, few people what they'll do by hyperactive, like sir Na plus, sir plus 1 sir, 106 by 1 sir. So total cations charge we have to consider. Why don't we consider only 1 sodium sir? No, here 2 sodiums are there. Total charge we have to consider. Total charge of 2 sodiums will be plus 2, so you can take 2. So 106 by 2 you can take. It's a simple thing you can remember. So like Na2CO3, Na2CO3, KCl, whatever salt given means you can do like this. The gram equivalent weight of a particular any salt will get like this. Okay, thank you. So these are about gram equivalent weights. So gram equivalent weights of particular salts over now. Okay, so now today I'll give you one more important basic information for you. That is what we called oxidation and reduction. Oxidation and reduction. What is oxidation and what is reduction? Understand? For a particular oxidation, just definition I will give you. Oxidation means loss of hydrogen or addition of oxygen or loss of electron. Loss of electrons. Loss of electrons. We call it as oxidation. What is oxidation means? Loss of hydrogen or addition of oxygen or loss of electrons. Why I given this definition? It's very important. We have a redox reactions chapter. So there you must know who is undergoing oxidation, who is undergoing reduction, means what loss happened, what gain happened, you must know. Then it will be very easy for us which will undergo oxidation, which will undergo reduction, like that. So what is oxidation? You have so loss of hydrogen, addition of oxygen or loss of electrons. So during oxidation one more thing happened, that is increase in charge. During oxidation, positive charge will increase. This is also useful simple sentence for you. So during oxidation what happens I told you. So during oxidation positive charge will increase. That is another thing I told you. Next, what is the reduction now? Reduction. This is also very important for us. Reduction means ulta, you have to say. Gain of hydrogen, reverse. Okay? Gain of hydrogen, or else you can say addition of oxygen, or else you can say gain of electron. Electrons was added, that we can consider as reduction. Electrons was lost, that you can consider as electrons lost, that you can consider as oxidation. Electrons gain, that you can consider as reduction. So it's a very simple thing for you. Okay, so one more thing. During reduction, charge will decrease. Means positive, whatever, charge will decrease simply. Positive charge will decrease or negative charge will increase. Both are same. Charge will decrease now. -2 become -4. Means charge decreased or not? -2 and -4. So -4 is a smaller value. Reduction in charge, reduction in charge is called reduction. Okay? During reduction, charge will decrease or excuse me. During reduction, charge will decrease, charge will reduce. So this is about oxidation and reduction. Now here only I will give example for oxidation and reduction. See this. Zinc is converted to Zn plus 2 electrons. What happened here? Oxidation happened or reduction happened? Tell me here. Zn converted to Zn2 plus. Charge individually. Here any charge? For a neutral element there is no charge. For any neutral substance which exists in elemental state. Elemental state means how they exist in nature. Hydrogen how exists? H2. Chlorine how exists? Cl2. Oxygen O2. Nitrogen N2. For those charges will be 0. Getting what I am saying? So here this is one of the important thing for us. In our next class I will tell you how to calculate those charges. Understanding, sir, everyone? I will tell you how to calculate. Okay, simple things we will learn. Here, zinc oxidation state. Neutral state, na? Any charge appears here? Able to see any charge here? No. So here charge is 0. Here zinc charge is plus 2. So 0 become plus 2. So during oxidation, charge will increase, I told. Charge increased. So this is oxidation example. Getting what I am saying? So next, Cl2. I am adding 2 electrons and converting to Cl minus. Forget about this 2. Here chlorine means charge 0. Any charge appears here? No charge. As a Cl minus, one chlorine has -1. In KCl, charge of chlorine is -1. But as a chlorine diatomic molecule, there is no charge. Kf, K plus F minus. But as F2, there is no charge. Here F minus you have. But only F2, charge 0. Because both are fluorines, where is the charge? Like that, both are chlorines, where is the charge? Getting what I am saying? So here charge is 0. Here charge -1. During reduction, charge will decrease. So 0 become -1. This is called reduction. What that is called? Reduction. So what is reduction? What is oxidation? Believe me, these are very, very important concepts to understand chemistry easily. Okay? So very, very important for us. Understanding, sir? So now one example I will give you. Zinc plus copper sulfate is converted to ZnSO4 plus copper. So here what happens? Here zinc oxidation state, as I told you, this is 0. As copper it is 0. As a copper, copper with somebody, there is a charge. Copper with individual, copper with nobody here. Copper is an individual, single here, alone here. So charge 0. Here zinc alone, so 0. F2, Cl2, Br2, I2, O2, N2, H2. These all have a charges 0. But as HCl, H plus and Cl minus, because it's combined. Understand? So that is very important. Here zinc 0, but ZnSO4, it combined with somebody. Who is that? Sulfate. SO4 minus 2. So zinc is plus 2. So here zinc 0, but here zinc plus 2 charge. Because sulfate minus 2 I told in previous. Here also I told sulfate is minus 2. Certainly zinc will be opposite equal charge. Opposite equal charge. So sulfate is minus 2, zinc is plus 2. Like that. Here copper is plus 2. Sulfate not required because here sulfate minus 2. Here also sulfate minus 2. Whose oxidation states changed means zinc and copper oxidation states changed. Charges. Okay, what is oxidation state in our next class? So copper is plus 2. Here zinc is plus 2. Understood what I said? So here zinc 0, copper plus 2. Zinc here plus 2, copper 0. Why I told this example? Which conversion belongs to oxidation? Which conversion belongs to reduction? Like that they'll ask you question. So here zinc 0. 0 converted to plus 2. Is it oxidation or reduction? Pakka oxidation. Why? So Zn converted to Zn2 plus here. That is called oxidation. Here copper converts from plus 2 to 0. Copper converts from plus 2 to 0. So oxidation state become plus 2 to 0. Oxidation state changed from plus 2 to 0. So oxidation state what happened? Charge what happened? Decreased. This positive charge or this positive charge I am saying as oxidation state. The charge what happened? Plus 2 becomes 0 means what happened? Oxidation state reduced. Charge reduced. So this is called reduction. So this is about examples for oxidation and reduction. Few more examples we can understand in our further studies because redox reaction chapter we have and electrochemistry we have because in electrochemical cell redox reaction takes place. So many cases, oxidation state and all this very important. Stoichiometry chapter we have. There, these all things are very important for us. Okay, thank you.